Hi, I thought it would be a good idea if I did a video in reference to the one thing that we have found since being polyamorous that has been the biggest struggle for us, and how we went about actually remedying that, and everything has been actually 100% better since then. It is about negotiations. I actually have termed them expectations. Instead, just a better play on the word, so it doesn't sound like such a bad thing. We have found that writing it out has actually, changed everything exponentially. This just happens to be ours. I print everything out when I do stuff. Ours happens to be 2 pages. It does, it need to be up. There's a couple things that need to be updated on it that we've actually negotiated on, that we wanted to, change, which 90% of the stuff on here can be changed, removed, whatever. There's, for us, only one thing that cannot be changed, but that's just a personal thing for us. You don't have to type everything out. You don't have to write everything down. But I would start with at least each of you writing down what your expectations are, and then you can come together and say, okay, look, is this something we can work on? Is this something we can work on? Kind of thing. Rather than say, one person having it in their head of what their expectations are, and the other one having something completely different in their head, thinking they're matching with what the other person is, and find out they don't. The number one thing I have on here, it's right at the top in bold letters. Absolutely no lying, withholding information, or changing any information about anything that you do with your other partner to spare the other, primaries, feelings, or anything like that. That is number one, no matter what. That, should be where poly starts. If you can't trust each other, if you can't be truthful with each other, you should not be doing this. Is my opinion. Again, I am not a doctor, I am not a psychiatrist, I am not certified in anything whatsoever as far as when it comes to anything like this. That is just my opinion. Take what you want out of it, leave what you don't want, kind of thing. So this is just what has helped us. We've got everything from what you do when you're going out with the other, with your, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, your secondary, when you need to call, when you need to come home, when you don't, when you don't have to call, kind of thing, to what we do about holidays, who gets to spend, time with the other one who doesn't, kind of thing, but then again, do whatever works for you. This is just what we have found that works for us. It's just an observation. We have found this has worked great. This is from actually going to poly groups and the therapist there. She's not really a therapist, but she's in school to be a therapist. Had recommended to us because we weren't always on the same page. Well, I thought this was what was going to happen. He thought this was what was going to happen. And it just didn't work out that way. He did what he thought was right, and ended up, it was exact opposite of what I wanted him to do. And so this, at least we know now what is expected. That's why I listed it as expectations and not negotiations. Even though they are negotiations and they can be changed. This is a starting point. And don't be afraid of it. Just write it out. If you want to just leave the, write out what you expect, what you're comfortable with for your partner. Leave it for them. Don't even be home if you don't want to. And then come home, and then, they can do the same thing for you. And then go from there, and then see where you guys match, where you don't match, and then you can work things out that work for you. I wanted to give our insight on it, and, let you know that this, writing it out, has helped tremendously, and we will be giving these to our prospective partners, other partners, that way they know where our relationship stands between me and Sir. That way, they're not stepping on any toes, and making me do something I don't want to do, or making him do something he's not supposed to be doing, or I'm not supposed to be doing, and end up breaking an expectation and causing problems. So, I would like to hear anybody else's ideas on, what they think is a good way of going about it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Don't be afraid. Thanks.